everyone, Dana here with Love Sola Flowers. We are doing part 2 of our week series on how to make our Sola flowers perfect. And I just want to remind you all, if you're tuning in right now, we are having a sale currently. It's 50% off of regular Sola flowers, and the code is SAVE50. And then Fifth Avenue and fillers are 20% off, but you don't need a code for those. So I did bring in a black table so that we could see the flowers a little bit better tonight. And I brought it a little bit higher so you can all see them. So if you tuned in yesterday, you would have saw that we did kind of the basics of fluffing. Hey, Ashley Joyner. We've just been talking about how, Sola flowers are handcrafted. They are handmade by women and men and then shipped over to our warehouse in San Diego. And there is going to be a little, bumps and bruises in our flowers because they are a handcrafted piece. They're delicate. And so sometimes they're not completely perfect, but we are showing you this week how to make them perfect, really fast, really easy. Again, last night we talked about if they were a little bit smushed, all you needed to do was spritz them with water. Again, I just had a bottle with some water in it. I smushed a flower really hard, like a pancake, and just sprayed it, and in like a minute and a half, it was like perfect and ready to go. So tonight we are actually, my comments are moving. Hey everyone, I see you all. So tonight we're talking about plucking petals. Maybe some of you have not thought about doing this, but I wanted to talk specifically about flowers that have really thin, skinny petals. Some like the sunflower daisy, the sunflowers, all the different types of daisies. They all have super skinny petals, as you can see. So I have two kinds here. And sometimes when you get them in there, some of the petals might be a little bit bent, a few are broken. But if you think about it, when these are handmade, the Sola paper sheets, not paper, but the sheets that they make out of the Sola, they cut these tiny itsy bitsy skinny little petals to make these flowers, right? So even while they're working with them, they're like, think about how delicate these tiny little petals are. So even while they're making them, sometimes they might break a few in some of the layers. Sometimes some might get folded over when they pack them up to ship them over to us. And so sometimes these flowers will need a few little petals plucked. And then some of them might just need to be fluffed back into shape. But if you think about the flower and the pattern that the Sola maker has to follow, you can tell why these little petals could be a little bit extra, need some extra care. Okay, so I'm showing you, I don't want to go too close because the white sometimes washes out. So if you get one of these flowers and some of the petals are bent or there's a couple broken, it's not because it's not good quality. It's just because that's how they are when they're this skinny of petals. So I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily make these guys perfect. Hey everyone, I see all your hellos. Okay, so let's just take this one. So this one, let me show you on the side. As you can see, some of the petals are bent, right? So this is all this one would need. If the petals are bent, all it needs is a quick spritz of a water, and you can put those petals back into shape, okay? So it could be that easy of a fix, okay? So if you have a flower that has these skinny little delicate petals, it might just need a quick spritz of water just to get them back into place, okay? So that would be what you'd want to start with. Okay, now again, because these are such delicate little petals, you might have like a little, see this little guy, he broke off. It could have happened, while they were making it. It could have happened during shipment, but these little bitty petals are delicate. So do you see that guy? He's in half. You guys see him? So what you're going to do is you're going to take a regular tweezer, okay? And you're going to go at the very base of the broken petal. And sometimes you need to move the others away. You're going to go at the base, and then you're literally just going to pluck it right at the base. Okay? Now I'm going to look at this one. That was the only broken petal in this. And again, sometimes the layers are a little thicker in certain spots. But again, you guys, these are handmade products. So the person who made it, You know, some of the petals are a little thicker in certain places, but that's what makes them really look realistic. I love using these kind of in the summer and the spring too. So that is the only one that needed to be done. But let me just show you, if you're on the top layer, again, you just, let's see, you're just going to take your tweezer, you're going to go to the very base of it, and you're just going to pop it out, okay? All right, let me see if I have another one here. Okay, so this one again, so they're skinny and they're a little delicate, so they got bent. So this one just needs a quick spray and put back into place, okay? So the only ones you're gonna pluck are either ones that are broken or ones that maybe, like, again, maybe one of your sides is gonna be a little bit thicker than another side because of the layering, how they did the layering. But you're just gonna take your tweezer, again, go down to the very base and just pluck, okay? So like in 10 seconds, you can fix all the petals. They're perfectly usable. They look amazing. And just remember again, sometimes these little bit of imperfections, like maybe, you know, a little curled petal or something like that, might be what makes it really look realistic, because if you had every single petal exactly in the exact same spot, it wouldn't really look realistic, because that's not how real flowers grow. This one doesn't really need anything. Let me see if I can find another one just so I can show you one more time. Most of these just need a spritz. Most of these are just curled edges. Let me see. I actually had a hard time finding one that really needed more than just fluffing. Okay, so let's just take this guy here. Okay, and I'm going to show you one last time how to pluck it. You're going to go to the very base of it, and you're just going to slide it out. Ooh, let me do one more here. So this guy, he had like a little bit of broken top. See, I wouldn't usually pluck them. I would just kind of fluff them back and let them be a little bit different. But if you're wanting to make your flower perfect, that's all you do. Okay, so it's not hard. It's quick and easy. These guys, you know, sometimes you look at them and they're like, oh, they look a little bit beat up when they got here, but it's just because these are a delicate petal pattern. They're nice and skinny to get that realistic daisy sunflower look. So you're gonna have to just, if you're wanting it perfect, again, I never really do anything to mine. I like to keep them a little bit, you know, not perfect, but how easy and quick is it to make them perfect? So this guy, he has a couple little broken ones in there in the second layer. So again, I'm gonna go right at the base and I'm just gonna pluck it out. This one doesn't even need to be plucked, but I'm just showing you anyway, but okay. So if you're wanting, let's see, this one has a piece of the skin on it. So let's say you're wanting it to be a white daisy and you want to do it. So that's all it is. Okay, so if you have flowers that are like these, that have the really skinny petals and lots of layers, all you have to do is take your tweezer, you go down to the root of it, and you pop it right out, and then they're perfect. And again, some of them, like, you might look at them at first and think they're broken, but they're not. They're just curled over, and those just need literally a spritz of water and a little flatten out. Okay? All of our flowers we send to you are usable. Just some of them might need a little bit of a touch here or there to make it perfect. Okay? Isn't that pretty? All right. We have thunder going on here, so that's it. So that's it for plucking petals. Again, all the different styles of flowers that have these kind of petals, you can use the tweezer on. And then don't forget about our sale. It's save 50% off on regular Sola flowers, and then it's automatically 20% off on 5th Avenue and fillers. Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow with our next How to Make Our Flowers Perfect series video.